Good afternoon, esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear students. I, Dr. Neena Thakur, takes great honor and privilege to welcome you all to day 4th, 1 week faculty development program on recent developments in pure and applied mathematics, associated by the Indian Mathematical Society and organized by Department of Engineering Sciences and Humanities, Indore Institute of Science and Technology, Indore. For today's session, I would also like to acknowledge the presence of our renowned speaker, Professor Dr. P.P. Murthy Sir, from Department of Mathematics, Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalay, a Central University, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. Sir has overall 33 years of experience in educational learning, teaching, training, more than 30 years of experience in mathematical research, non-linear functional analysis, and recently guiding 7 researchers. If we talk about Sir's publication, overall Sir has 67 publications and 3 communicated. To add more, Sir has credentials I index 19, H index 14, total citations 992. ResearchGate H index 12. Sir presented papers in 56 conferences and seminars. To add more achievements, Sir has international visits. To name few are Italy, Ethiopia, France, USA, Turkey, Thailand. Sir has various membership with professional and scientific bodies like Life Member of Indian Mathematical Society, IMS India, Life Member of Allahabad Mathematical Society, Allahabad, UP, India, Referee Reviewer of national and international mathematical journals. To add more feathers to his achievements, Sir has received various awards, fellowships, grants. To name few are travel grants awarded by Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, New Delhi. University Grants Commission, New Delhi awarded 50% of the travel grant to visit Italy to deliver a lecture in WCNA 2000 International Conference. Department of Science, Technology and Environment, Government of Pondicherry. It gives me immense pleasure to extend a very warm welcome to you, sir. I would request you to share your experience on today's topic, Introduction to Cryptography, why and what. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, one and all. Actually, I'm right now stationed at Hyderabad due to some urgency over here. So that's why I made myself comfortable somewhere else. So I think that won't mind from your end. Like Dr. Jyoti has given a very nice introduction about me. I am very thankful for this. Whether I deserve for this or not, I don't know. But she has given a very nice introduction. Like she said about my area of research and long teaching experience, almost since 1988, I am in this area. And particularly from 1989 onwards, I am involved in research, training, and teaching. My most of the time, almost I can say that 75% of my research so far done on functional analysis, particularly in the area of the fixed point theory and applications. Later on, depending on the innovation in the worldwide scenario, I have also switched over to some of the research areas like cryptography, and recently I am more immersed in data science also, because you people know very well. I think most of you are from the mathematics background, and or if not mathematics, then definitely some of you are from the mathematical background, science background, or computer science background. So I do hope that most of you have an idea of the mathematics. So data science is emerging so nicely, and particularly for the students or the people of mathematics, they are more involved in research of data science. And in my opinion, I think one can do wonders, not only in the data science, in cryptography also, along with the pure mathematics, like topology, functional analysis, then operations research, particularly the queuing theory, etc. Uh, with the organizers, we have decided to talk on, like you can see that in the, let me close my video. Like in my slide, I have shown you that cryptography, uh, what and why. Actually, the title, when you look at the title, the first word is fine. That speaks about the cryptography. But when you look into the other two words, they are the question marks. The word is what, and the second word is why also. So necessarily, first we have to understand the what exactly the cryptography uh, technically we mean, and in the real life scenario, whether do you think that the cryptography is necessary? And in the today's trend, where everything has taken in the form of the computers, so we can understand that the cryptography has taken tremendous role in managing various IT related information. Let us first say about what exactly the cryptography means. Let me say something like this. This cryptography has two words. The first one is a crypt, and the second one is a graphy. Crypt means the hidden, and graphy means the writing. So, overall, the cryptography, the techniques that are used to protect information are obtained from mathematical concepts and a set of rule based calculations known as algorithms to convert messages in ways that make it hard to decode them. This is what the definition of cryptography we mean. Let us go back to the history history of our society. If we look into the 19th century, or if I say that when we people are very young, even at our family level also, in many occasions we have seen that when our parents used to communicate each other in front of the children, or in front of the, I can say that, the family gatherings. So there are definitely certain things they need to communicate privately, but because of the lack of space, their free space, they are unable to do so. In such cases, how to communicate each other at a distance? And you have observed that they are able to communicate in such a manner that from a distance also, each one can understand very well what the others wants to say. This is nothing but you can say that the information passed from one place to another place from the audience. In other words, I can say that from a public platform. Okay. So the public can't
Sir,
understand.
sorry for
Hello?
interruption, but your
Yes, madam.
PPT. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sorry for
Yes,
interruption,
madam.
but your
Yes.
PPT is not running. I think PPT is not changed. Slide is not
No, no,
changed.
PPT is only first page I have shown. Still,
Okay.
what I am
Okay,
speaking,
sir.
the same thing will not display. No, madam. The PPT is having only the some 10 pages only. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
PPT is only, these
Okay.
are the
Okay, sir.
terminology.
Yes.
Next page is the terminology. I will explain each one of them. I'm introducing them. What exactly this is the meaning of a cryptography. Okay?
Okay, sir. Actually, participants
Is
are
it okay?
asking. That's why I'm okay.
No, no,
Yes,
no,
sir.
no, no. Tell them very clear that only I have prepared the 10 slides only. So these 10 slides are enough to explain them what exactly cryptography and advanced level of cryptography also. Not necessary everything we can put in slides. Audio is very important. Okay, madam?
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, you
Whatever.
can
If
check
the
the
flow,
participants' query on chat box.
sure, I will go
Okay,
through.
sir.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay.
You can continue, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
I will text also. I will text also. Okay. So dear participants, don't worry about. Uh, I think by the end of this lecture, you will be in a position to understand what exactly the cryptography in day-to-day life we do use. I can't give any guarantee that you can work very hard in cryptography and you are in a position to understand the whole cryptography in one lecture. That is impossible because it takes long time to go for the work, particularly on the research area. Okay, but I can give you the guarantee that where exactly you can apply the cryptography. That I can say. I can motivate you. This is a way of motivation only. This is not a full-fledged workshop lectures. Okay. So please listen very carefully what I used to say, that you can understand what exactly we mean the cryptography means. Okay. Yeah. Because what happened, no, if I interrupted, then the flow actually, that the flow has curtailed, no, flow cut down. That's why. Anyway, okay. So, okay, for your interest, I will change one slide. Okay, no problem. So, what I mean is that in a family gathering, as I said, when the parent used to communicate, let us take one more example from your end itself. When you people are in school, and you try to communicate your another friend in a whole gathering, how do you communicate? Think about, just you review the scenario, then you can understand that you are very well communicated. Initially not possible, but later on you were in a position that you communicated very well. So how you communicated actually, your feelings, your words. Okay. This is something like that, as I have given the very technical word actually. The what I said is cryptography is a technique of securing communication by converting plain text into the cipher text. If I speak like this, then I think those who are not in this area, they may not understand. That's why. That is the reason that I am taking very simple words to explain such things. Those who are in the cryptography, they know very well. May they feel bore of it, but we have to understand. We have to bear with. in the interest of the others also. But definitely I will reach to you people also. So this involves, as I said, the various algorithms and protocols to ensure data confidentiality, integrity, authenticity, and non-repudiation. So here are 4 words actually I used. The first one is the confidentiality. The second word is the integrity, authenticity, and non-repudiation. Let's talk about the confidentiality. What exactly the confidentiality we mean? So whatever I said is a confidentiality. Okay, because you don't want to pass few messages over the others. Let us take one very good example. Most of us are browsing the pages, internet browsing. Internet means is a public platform. In the public platform, you have many social networking also, like Facebook, like some other also, okay, Twitter handling, all such things. So in such public platform also, you can pass the message. So are we passing really such important messages over this kind of platforms? This is a big question. The other one, as I said, if you are trying to browse some information from the websites, even like this technology institute, okay, the organizers institute, are they allowing all the information, okay, of their college through their websites? This is a very small example. So you can say no, not all the information they can allow us to browse through their browsing or browsers. So which kind of information you can browse? So the first word, as I mentioned, confidentiality. Okay, let us take the example of banking example. In the banking example also, knowing the bank details means what about the account and amount available in your account? This is fine. But what is your user's ID? What is your password? And how to draw this money through the online or whatever the other mode of services is not allowed. So up to certain extent only it is allowed, but publicly they don't allow even the this account details of any individual. So this is the confidentiality. The same happens with the any government websites, or particularly why I take the government means government is more fair passing the information. You have the right to information also. But even in that information, there are several informations that can't be passed. Okay. So to hide such information from the public, but to pass that information from one office to another office, they are also using such services. And through that services, they can't pass the information on to the public. The second one comes the integrity. What exactly the integrity means? Integrity means this is something like that we are bound to obey certain rules and regulation to hide the information of the particular organization to disclose others. This is integrity. The next is the about the authenticity or the authentication. Let us take day-to-day example, authenticity. How actually you authenticate your mark sheet, the original mark sheet is yours. Original photograph is yours. Okay, any document, any information is your information or is genuine. This is also very important. And you have seen that there are good number of videos, good number of photographs available in the social media, and sometimes we feel that this may not be correct. So who is going to authorize and say that yes, this is not correct, this is correct? So this is the authentication. And now these days there are good number of applications also available, because all such crypto system that they can identify very fairly and state that this is correct or not. Like the fake notes, how you are going to identify the notes are fake? This is also okay. So when you look into this, that whether the notes are fake or original, so to authenticate even the notes also, the currencies, okay, so in such case also you require some sort of mechanism. Earlier we were using the human perception. Even before 90s also, the use of computer is not up to that. But when you cross 2020, 2010, you understood that the use of computers are very, very high. And now these days, if we do not know the computer operations, so we are really unskilled persons, and there are many informations, okay, available in the market, but we are away from such information, right? So this is what I would like to introduce, that what is the necessity that the cryptography introduced, okay? And this cryptography is not, of course, mathematically, this is used right now, and they are refined more also. And there are a good number of research also going on in this direction. But more than 100, 200, 300 years old also, even in olden days also, the crypto techniques are there. The in hiding the information is there, but that kind of information done by the human beings only. Now we are using the machines. So we are more conscious about. And you know very well that machines means they are operated by us only. Because the human can interrupt the machine, and machine can also tells the lies, or machine may say that this is correct, but whether this is correct or not you may not know. And if you confirm that yes, the machine speaks truth, and we say that yes, the machine says is right, means right, but machine is also handled by the human being. So that's why what happened, now the machines are also trained in such a manner that after some time they should work at their own, means autonomous systems, right? That's the reason that slowly the AI has come. And this is all the data science, the cryptography, all now these days. This is a big umbrella, and under this umbrella, this cryptography is also the part. So you cannot escape from this, that you have the data and cryptography is a separate part. No, you need to use the data also in this. Let us see this slides. In this slide, I have used some very important terminologies, phrases I'm using. Like as I said, the plain text. Okay, let me explain you the very simple. What exactly the plain text we mean? What you speak without any hidden facts. When you speak very in a normal, simple language, like I mentioned in the definition, the original readable message or the original data. Okay. So this is what we mean the plain text. Like if I say that my name is PP Murthy. Okay. This is the original message. So when I say my name is PP Murthy, Dr. Jyoti also introduced. Okay. And she has expressed many things, many words she had spoken to you. So since such information can pass to all of you, what I used to speak can understand by you people only, not the an ordinary person, because this also require some sort of knowledge. So this is all comes under the plain text. I am going home. I am going to college. I am working in a college. Something like that. So these are all the plain text. Let us come to the next phrase, that is the ciphertext. Ciphertext, or basically what happened in cryptography, two things are there. As I said in the, if you just refer my the introduction to cryptography, you can understand very well. You just refer back. What I said, person wants to communicate his wife or his relative that I am here and I will stay in this gathering for 30 minutes. After that, you come out, we both push up from this gathering. Means what exactly they have planned? They planned that they will go to the gathering, but this was not done earlier. Means when they are leaving the home, they have not discussed these things. But suddenly after reaching over there, they find some awkward situation and they wanted to go out of it. But they don't want to disclose. All the others, they want only to express each other that we push off within 30 minutes. How they communicated? These are the two words we are going to use. The first word is called the encryption, or you can say that the message is encrypted. When you say something to other in a code language, that is the encryption. Let us take example. If you say A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, as we know that in alphabets, there are 26 letters. In mathematics, we have total 10 digits, 0 to 9. Okay. And we have a number system also. And this number system is very important in cryptography. And our number system is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, we keep on going. So actually, we say that this is nothing but the numbers, they are well ordered. So we do believe the numbers are in order. How we can say that there is a number, there is some number. Some number means some x, y, z. This is a number. Another number, ABC, is another number. Both are 3 digits number. So how do I check? ABC is bigger than XYZ, equal to XYZ, smaller than XYZ. So we know that the number means we have very good order, means well ordered numbers. So based on this order, because from the right from our childhood, we are feeded that 1 is always smaller than 2. 9 is always bigger than 8. This is feeded. Since this is feeded, so we keep on going till we have the remembrance. We have the understanding about the number system. Otherwise, at the advanced stage, when do not have the idea of the numbers, in such cases, even we do not have the number of digits, whether it is a 4 digit, 10 digits, 100, 200, 1000 digit numbers. We can't count 1000 digit number. Another number is 99,999. So very difficult. In such cases, which number is a bigger number? So we have some calculation that if you can identify the in order where it comes actually. If it comes after, so is always a bigger number. Before is always a smaller number. Okay. So what I said, if I have the alphabets A to Z, they are in order A, B, C, D. These are the orders. You can also ask, is it necessary that always I place A, B, C, D in the order? Not necessary. But since this is the practice we do, because not necessary that A, B, it is not going to affect at all. If your name is Ramesh or someone is Sham, so is it going to affect that where the S comes and where the R comes? Is not going to affect. But it is always better to have some ordering, okay, that universally we can speak the same. Because there is one language also necessary, that you should have a universal communication system. That is the reason that when we speak universally, we talk in terms of the some foreign language. I don't say that only English is the foreign language. There are many other languages. Our Indian language can also become one day foreign language for others. And it can be the common language in the universe. That is also possible. But when it is, we do not know, because we have accepted English as a foreign language. So if I replace A by 3, I am replacing A by 3. So definitely I will replace B. Okay. B is on the second position. So when B is in the second position, so you can write 2 plus 3. You have 5. C in the third position. Once again, 3 plus 3. This is the 6. So you have, when you replace A by, when you are adding 3, because I added this is the next one by 3. So A by 3. So A plus 3 means 4. B plus 3 means 5. Next is 6. So I have 4, 5, 6. What I mean to say, A, B, C, I said, this is a plain text. Okay. What I have done, I have encrypted this plain text. Okay. So that encrypted text is nothing but the ciphertext. What is the ciphertext? 4, 5, 6. This is the ciphertext. How the next person to whom I communicated that you come after 30 minutes out of the main gate, how they understand? So in mathematics, you know very well that we have some functions. Okay. And this function, I think, yeah, we have some functions, and my function is, how the function is 1, 1, that you know very well. That the other way is, the function is onto function, right? The next question is, when I encrypted means the function of some value, means mathematically image of x. So we always say that image of x is y. Okay. So this is the encryption. Image of x is y. This is the encryption. How do I get x back? So mathematically, you know very well that to get x back, it is necessary that my function should be 1, 1 and onto. Unless my function is 1, 1 and onto, I can't get the I can't get the x back. Means inversible function is must. Okay. So as I said, A, B, C, I transform this A, B, C into 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 I sent to the person to whom I need to communicate. And the person has to understand that the person who sent the message at the receiver end, he should understand that this 4, 5, 6 is nothing but the ABC. that is nothing but decryption. Means plain text converted into the ciphertext, sent it to the receiver end, receiver received the message, and after receiving the message, what he has done? He has used the inverse function, means decryption function, and decrypted, and he's received the original message. If he can receive the original message, once again the question is whether he can receive the original message or not. For example, let me take another example. This is also the most of the time we do. Punctuation errors. Punctuation error. I think most of you are very familiar with the Hindi language. So let me code one language. That is the ruk ja, main aata hu. Okay. So you can see ruk ja and then aata hu. Right. So where you put the commas. So if you put the commas, the meaning of this line change in many ways. Okay. So the punctuation errors can also create problems. So the punctuation creates problem. So how to overcome from that punctuation? This is also the part of cryptography, that when you send the plain text, means this one, the plain text, the first one, okay, into the ciphertext, this is the second one, and from the ciphertext you are going decryption part, the last one, fourth one, okay. So the decryption should be very correct. Then only you get the encrypted message, that is your plain text. This is the process. This only done in cryptography. This is very simple concept. How to communicate secret message from the public platform to a person, and he can get the right message. This is the success of cryptography. If you can successfully pass the message. There is another word we use, that is the called the key. Okay. This is also very important. Like every house is having a key. What is key actually? Key is same thing here. Like I mentioned, the last line, a secret value used in encryption and decryption. So whether same key can be used for the both, or separate keys supposed to use for the both. Okay. So being a student of mathematics, you can understand that we can use same key for the both. We can use separate keys for the both. Like if you have a two-wheeler or if you have a car, the same key can be used to open the door of a car. The same key can be used to start your car, means ignition. Okay. And the same key can be used to open the petrol tank of your car, if the key is used for to open the petrol tank. Now these days even keys are not used to open the petrol tanks, but if you go back, then only. Okay. So single key can be operated in various manner. Same thing, earlier days it was like that, but now these days the same key is not used to encrypt and decrypt the message when you pass the message from the public platform. The next comes about the confidentiality I said. Okay, this is very, very important. So confidentiality, I have given the very good explanation on this, what exactly we mean by the confidentiality. The second one is also the integrity. Most of the time we are always given the pledge for integrity. Confidentiality, integrity, all these pledge are there for all the four words, phrases I am using here. You always take the pledge whenever you join any new organization. Confidentiality, same thing. Integrity is there. Authenticity, okay. And the final is noun, reputation. non-repudiation. This is what that ensures that the actions can't be denied later. For this, the last one, non-repudiation, how I can explain you is, this is each one of you have seen the currency, our Indian currency. If you look into the 5 rupees note, now these days 10 and 5 are not visible, but 20 rupees note, if you can see, I'm sure that 20, 50, 100, 500 rupees note. So RBI is giving you some assurance. I think it is written in Hindi and English both, that I assure the bearer of this note. Okay, you can see your note also. They are giving you the assurance that this 50 rupees note is equivalent to rupees 50 only. And who can bear this note? We assure you to return you the same amount of items or something like that. That's why the 50 rupees note is everywhere same. Means you cannot deny. No one can deny that the 50 rupees note, value of the 50 rupees note is less than 50 rupees. Nobody can deny. This is the non-repudiation. Okay. Like that, a result is declared by any institution. Any institution. Suppose they declare that this boy is passed in first division. Can they deny later that this boy is not passed in first division? They can't deny. Okay. So they can't deny. So this is comes under the fourth heading of this. Okay. So these are the very, very important information, very important in crypto system. These are the some thing I mentioned about that in online banking, 100% cryptography used. Let me take the example of online banking. Okay. So in online banking, you have two kind of communication system. Let us take the manually. Manually, what happened in banking system? You are visiting the bank, going to the window. They are called as a teller. Okay. And one person is sitting over there, and you are first of all, you are providing your identity like a passbook. You are providing the identity, your passbook, showing them, then filling a withdrawal form and signing on the withdrawal form through your passbook and your withdrawal form. They have some laser. Through that register, they verify your signature. This is in-house banking. In-house banking means the account of the customer available in a particular bank. Earlier days, you cannot draw the money using the withdrawal form to any other branch other than your own home branch. That's why we call it as a home branch, and rest of the branch are non-home branch. So verifying your signature, verifying your photograph, verifying your account detail. If the balance is there, your demand money is there. If the demanding money is less than the balance money or equivalent to the balance money, okay, in such case only they allow you to withdraw. Okay, some amount may be, minimum amount is required if they such kind of account is there. Okay, so this is what means there should not be any negative balance. This is important. Let us come to the today's scenario. Today's scenario, what happened? You are entering into the online internet banking, means you are going to your vendor's website in the URL. Through how do you go? From the public platform only, through the internet. When you enter into that, you are using same thing, your passbook, your face, okay, your withdrawal form. So you are entering to the bank. How do you enter? your password and your ID, user's ID we call it as. Now these days, because of the delays, they are entering some delays. That's why they are using some sort of the codes to enter. That delay will occur, that there should not be heavy traffic. They wantedly delay your certain things, delay in your sending the messages, or delay in your online banking system. Then what happened? You receive some message as a OTP. So what is the OTP? In the physical manner, in the physical presence, the clerk used to look into your passbook, signature on your withdrawal form, your photo affixed on their register, and your signature on that register. So 4 things he is verifying. If they are identical and you are standing in front of them is same, 5 things are identified over there. If it is same, then they authenticate that yes, the customer is genuine. So how you get the genuinity over the online banking system? You are getting the genuinity over the online banking system in the form of the OTP. Okay? OTP, one time password or online password, whatever you say. Once authenticated, the bank says that yes, the person is correct. Now allow them to withdraw the money, means transfer the money. Same happen in case of the ATMs also, automatic tellering machines, there also same thing. So this OTP is 100% part of our crypto system. If no OTP, then what happened? Earlier days, no OTP. Those who are the senior researchers, senior faculty members, they can understand very well that I think I do use my ATM cards since I think 1998, 99 onwards. I was using almost. So they might be using almost same time, because the ATMs started that time only in 1998 onwards. They were given only some people in the like a elite customers in the city, not the all customers, with some limit. Like you have the cards, your card is also having some limit. Means at a time you cannot draw the lot of money, whatever the money available in your bank account. They are not allowing you. So with some limit is your safety. That's why the same thing happened there. Okay. So this, in case of the online banking, this happens. I think you understood very well that the password means OTP, and your password. Your password is also, let me, how now the more secure system. Even as on today also, all the online system is not 100% secure. Not 100% secure. Even we have, because when I talk about the some other kind of cryptography, okay, so there are some new crypto system are coming up, and they will definitely take place and overcome from this crypto system, because in the old crypto systems they can break. Like as I said, if I replace a by 4, so very easy to understand that you are adding a number by 3, this kind of system. Okay, this can be understood by anyone, because our reasoning is very good. The mathematics students can understand very well. Okay, that reasoning is very fine. So in such cases, you can break the lock, you can break that system very easily. Okay, so that's why now these days or in future, quantum computers are there, quantum cryptography is there. Even this quantum cryptography can break the previous ones. I will explain you what other cryptography system also. Now the research is going on post quantum cryptography. Okay, so this is the online banking. I have given the explanation for this. The next one is the e-commerce. So you know very well that I think every one of our family members, they buy this or that sometimes. Okay, Then secure messaging. Secure messaging means what? Because due to lack of educational understanding, I don't say that only education can improve the intellectual ability or understanding ability. Okay, the secure messaging, this is very important word. Secure messaging. How do we communicate the message in a secured manner? Because there are many messages. For example, now these days, very frequently, you get the calls from the banks. Every time RBI people used to say that don't lift or don't respond such persons who speaks about your confidentiality. Confidentiality means most of the confidentialities are 90% related to your financial matter only. Only few things related to your personality or your prestige, your status, or your personal, I can say any information. Okay. So such information pass from one place to another place in a secured manner. We do believe that WhatsApp is a highly secured one-to-one correspondence, we say. One-to-one correspondence. Do you think that this is possible? They give, but they can't give 100. They say that one-to-one correspondence. You can correspond one person to another person. Anything you write is secured. Definitely that is passing through some server, that is passing through some computer. Then how you can say is 100% secured? Definitely 100% you can't say. Yes, up to certain extent, yes, you have to believe. So even in WhatsApp, this is once again a social platform, I can say, not public like Facebook or Twitter, but this is also a big public platform. Okay, but you can't pass such messages on this, which is very secret. You can't pass. Okay, so you should be very careful. Let me give the one more example. You realized or not? Cryptography is one more example for the secret code. Sometimes they ask you many places. Sometimes they ask you to enter your OTP received on your mobile phone. I'm not saying only banking system. There are many other, like your Aadhaar cards, your passports, your foreign travel visas, your mark sheets, your admission to some colleges, some good universities, passing currencies or transferring your currencies to some other countries, to some other accounts. So right now, I'm explaining you, you have your mobile. Mobile is nothing but you. Yours electronics device is nothing but you are standing before the server, and server is communicating you. How the server can communicate? We can't understand the electronic signals. That's why we require a gadget, and that gadget is nothing but the mobile. So you have a mobile, you receive some 6 digits, 8 digit, how many digit I don't mention, because those who are in the programming side now these days, you know very well that the Python programming language is very famous, and random numbers are there. You can generate the random numbers, even you can generate the OTPs, okay, without repetition of the numbers to each other. It will generate one number at a time, any number. Suppose if you wants to generate 6-digit number that starts from 006 times to the last one is all nines, up to this they can generate. We have the ability, and that generation is unable to traced out by any one of us. But in quantum computers, possibility may be there. I am not sure 100%, but possibility is there. They can identify, they can crack this. Okay. So with this 6 digits OTP, they input some more information, that also randomly, random information. They put random information and they make it as a 12 digit or 14 digit or 16 digits, and then it goes to some other. Means again they are converting that number to some other information, and that information sent to the next one. Means when it travels to the public platform, they can't trace out what you entered. Suppose you enter 1 2 3 4 5 6, others should not understand. Even now these days also, we make 1 2 3 4 5 6 as a default password of our Wi-Fi. This is also very bad. I think many of us use this. Suppose if a stranger comes and use your Wi-Fi and pass some illegal messages to some other servers, some other persons, so your IP address is hacked, you can understand. So in such cases, you are held responsible for that. So one should be very careful in such cases also. Now come to the another part. I would like to explain some real world examples of the cryptography. Okay. Like as I said about the banking, online banking. Okay. Then secure messaging. So you have seen the WhatsApp. Okay. They always say the end-to-end encryption. I said, okay, fine. You can use it. But if you say that I can pass the message OTP on this to my one of a friend who is drawing some money from my account, because I am having the mobile, if I send it to him, he can use it and he can draw the money. This is not a good practice actually, and it is illegal. In fact, try not to send. The other one is a digital signature. The best example of the digital signature is signatures on the Aadhaar cards. Aadhaar cards are authenticated by someone. Okay, you have seen that. And whenever you try to print your Aadhaar card, the whole card, you have seen that you get some question mark. That question mark means is not authenticated. So your digital signature, the person who has signed that signature, not authenticated. How to authenticate that signature? Once it is authenticated, okay, you get a tick mark, right mark. This you will experience when you try to submit your Aadhaar card to such agencies. Those agencies want the original Aadhaar number authenticated by the Aadhaar people. Means those who are releasing the Aadhaar. So you experience this problem and you will understand that you have to convert that. Means you require the digital signatures. For that, there is some process. Some apps are there. Through that apps only we can change this. I think most of you know very well that in Acrobat this is possible. In Acrobat Reader. Okay, you have to go to the properties, and from the properties you have to do this. I think not so easy, but one can do it. That's not a problem. This is a part of crypto system. The second next is about the blockchain. Okay, so data integrity is also very important. I think I heard that there are many people who talked about the data also, means on data science particularly. So data also. So data's integrity is also very important. Data integrity means how? My age, my date of birth, my mobile number. My mobile number is a personal mobile number. So you ever thought of that how you are getting the calls from a stranger who's saying that you want to buy my product, and it is supposed to no. Okay, so this is also, the data's integrity is very, very important, and there is a lot of research on blockchain. Whatever I mentioned, all the apps, online banking, secured messaging, digital signatures, blockchain, particularly among them, in blockchain, lot of research is going on. You can think of working on blockchains. Right. Few slides before, I talked about keys, Keys, keys. Okay. In keys, as I said, while sending the message, let me use one key. While receiving the message, same key should be used to convert the message into the original message. Now the question comes, when you are converting your original plain text into the ciphertext, you use that key. And when you are encrypting, okay, encryption is done. So decryption, in case of the decryption, same key is used. How you are going to pass the same key your friend? Same key to your friend, and your friend is away. That is what. Okay, in such cases only, right? So we have two types of crypto system. One is a symmetric, another one is called as asymmetric. The symmetric is very common in mathematics. So you know very well that human being, we presume my right hand and left hand are symmetrical. My right face and the left face is symmetrical. Okay, normally this. But we have very good idea about the symmetric over the curves. Okay, when we have such curves like parabola, hyperbola, ellipse, okay, there are many other curves, and there is a way to verify whether this is symmetric or not symmetric. And symmetric means about the curve, about the line, about the axis. Okay, so in symmetric cryptography, what happened? We use the same key for both cases, means converting the information into ciphertext and again getting it back into the plain text into the ciphertext, and ciphertext into the plain text. Okay, means encryption and decryption. These are the two words now these days everywhere is used. Even technically, there are many people, they are using encryption, decryption, etc. Okay, so in this crypto system, we use one and only one key to encrypt the data and decrypt the data. Okay, let us see the features of such keys. Like the first line I mentioned, faster than asymmetric. So, okay, asymmetric I didn't talk about. First, they say that faster than the asymmetric key, and key sharing method, because you do not have the different things. So sharing is very convenient, and this is encrypting large volume of data. You know very well that whatever the data size we say about, it is always 2 to the power n. Okay, so it is either 2 or this is 4, 8. Okay, like that, 32, 64, 128 bits, something like that. Okay, it's keep on going. So in symmetric cryptography, we use only one key to encrypt the data as well as decrypt the data. Mathematically, how do I understand this? Can I have a function, okay, that is f of x equals to y and f of y equal to x? If I have such function, then I can say, yes, I'm using this key. Okay. Normally, f of x equals to y. If f is 1, 1 onto mapping, then f inverse y equal to x. Like 60 students are there in a class, 60 benches are there to sit over there. Each one student occupy one seat. So 60 occupied by 60 students. After sitting over there, if the teacher mention in a order, alphabetical order or numerical order, the student is sitting in this manner. So based on their location or their position, we can identify the, or we can discourse the, we can declare the name of the student very easily. I think in the education, particularly when they go under training for the B.Ed courses, in some good institutions, I have seen when I was in France, so visiting there. So there I have seen that they have a big dais, and on this big dais, they have the name of the students and their local positions also. Based on that, they normally don't call you who you that like that or roll number something like that. Simply call the name. Simply call the name, and the student is trained sometimes that this how this tutor or instructor knows my name. And always when a teacher calls by name, so we are more feeling, means more emotional, we feel better, means we feel good. Okay, so this is what the one-to-one correspondence means, one onto mapping. Then only you can get the right person, right name, right position. Okay, this is a very good practice. The other one about the some common algorithms we are using in the crypto system. These are, of course, very old, but they are very famous in cryptography. That is the advanced encryption standard. Okay, these are all done in US. So we call it as a A's and A's. Okay, data encryption, advanced encryption. Okay, and then the last one is a this is a hybrid kind of things. That is a triple dash. Okay. The use cases about this is encrypting files and securing database record. As I said, encrypting files means what? If you have some decisions in High Court, decisions in Supreme Court, how to secure the decision files. Leave this. I will give another better example. And that example is, we have taken the bank loan to purchase a house. Okay. So what they do, based on our original property papers. These papers are kept with the branch bank, and based on those papers, they provide us the loan in the form of the money. Okay. So next question comes, whether my record is secure or not, whether we thought of my records are secured or not, whether we thought of or not. In such cases, we believe the banks, the banking system. So you believe means you know all the 4 properties of the bank. Can bank say, okay, Mr. X, I have given you loan. This is the loan amount. These are your papers, means correspondence between loan and this and your house. Can they deny in future? No, man, this is not yours. Okay, this is someone else. They can't deny. Okay. If they overwrite, if the all people they say together and they change the titles, and these days it is happening, but it's not possible. It is almost impossible. So what they do, they secure your data. Your file is also a kind of data. Okay. So securing your database records. Let us go to the next. As I said, we have in the olden system, we have, and these are very robust, symmetric crypto system. Another one is a asymmetric. In the modern days, how your house is constructed. I'm sorry, just please allow me to have a little bit water. Oh, thank you. In the present scenario, you have a house and you know the society now these days, where the apartment culture is there, or some villas are there. Some, we call it as a gated communities. Okay, gated communities. So gated community means entry into our society. You require some authentic information to enter any of the house of the society. Means I have total capital N as a set, and one element A, which is not an element of capital N, wants to enter. Mathematics will say no. If we have the set of integers never allow any irrational number. Suppose your customer is not the member of this society and wants to enter. So to stop such things, what we do? We have double locking system in our house. Electronic locking system and the manual locking system. Now these days I can say, okay, so means two locks, right? Same is addressed by asymmetric cryptography, right? What the asymmetric cryptography says that normally what we have done, we have used only one key earlier in the symmetric for encryption and decryption. But in this scenario, you want to make your message, your data, your banking system, your own other systems very, very secure. To secure them, you require more keys. So we call it as one is public key, another is a private key. So public, the name itself is enough to say that this is very common to everyone, means this is known to everyone. I think many of us, especially many of us, not buying the original softwares. So we use as a pirated, okay, pirated softwares. Earlier movies are also available those days, olden days, when you have some movies also, right? So now these days, to overcome from this, we have two key systems. One is public key. Public means you can convert your data, means you can encrypt your data using the key which is known to the public. Another also key there, and that key is called the private. Private means my key, my own key, okay, is private to me. Private means very personal, you can say, right? So there are two things. Always we have public profile, like your CV. When you upload your CV in your institution's website or any other organization org websites, your CV is public, means you want to display yourself public, okay. And there are something private also that we don't want to display, okay. This is possible. This is very common in the human beings and is a perception. The key features is, what are the key features? Naturally, when you have only one key, definitely it's faster. When you are using two keys, when you use two keys to lock your house, how much time it will take? When you use only one key to lock your house, so how much time it will take? So you can understand very well that in the symmetric crypto system, it is faster. In the asymmetric crypto system, definitely is slower. It takes time. The second thing is the key sharing. Okay. So key sharing, so you need not share the key. Whereas in the symmetric, you can share your keys, right? The other one is public key is shared while the private key remains confidential. I can give few seconds to you people that sometimes when you are browsing, when you are trying to browse, so you have seen that for certain amount of data, you don't require any other credentials. Simply they says that you enter your email ID and password to browse the data. But some other deeper data, some other information, they ask you whether you have the user's ID and password for this particular website or not. Means in straight way they are not allowing you. Okay, this is what the third point says about. Okay, public key and private key. The next comes about this is the RSA. These are the algorithms actually. And if you go to the documentation parts, one more thing I would like to request you all that whenever you try to read, because you are not a common man, you are very literate people, lot of understanding you do have. So you try to read the documentation part. Don't read the common part. Means not like your academic excellence or your academic research is not a newspaper. You read some authentic news, because when I'm talking about the cryptography, you understood that authenticity is very, very important. Suppose you are trying to read what is RSA, what is ECC, elliptic curve cryptography system. Okay, so you please go to the documentation part of RSA. When you go to the authenticated documentation part, of course, is not very easy to understand because it is not in a very most understandable language. It requires something from the users to understand. Means users always have some efforts to understand. So if you read from there, you get the most genuine messages, most genuine data, information. Okay, try to read such things only. Those who are working on this or those who wants to work, not only this, even in data science also, please go to the documentation part. I never advise only for the motivational purpose you go to the YouTube channels, but YouTube channels can't make you to understand most effectively. Looks good, they are goodies to understand. You also feel good, but depth of understanding you require to analyze at your own. So better go to the documentation. So this RSA is also having a very good algorithm. What exactly in RSA is? Okay, because as I said in 2 hours lecture, I can't make you as a best researcher, but definitely I will motivate you to, once you pay attention, to learn such things. Uh, by this time, I only talked about some numbers, but one thing is very important in the crypto system, and that is the prime numbers. So in prime numbers, there is only one and only one number, which is the even prime. Okay, so you can post me on chat box, which is the smallest even prime number. May I get? Yes, very correct, very correct. Right. Thank you. So, this smallest even prime number and only the prime number, that is 2. Okay. And rest of the prime numbers, they are the odd numbers. Okay. So in this cryptography in RSA, okay, Ravis, Shamir, and Edelman, what they have done is, naturally, when you use the RSA, So definitely you have to encrypt and decrypt, right? So public key and private key should be used, means they are using the two keys. And this is the most robust. But now even RSA can break. Why I'm reasoning? I'm just trying, theoretically, I'm trying to explain you. They pick two prime numbers and they says that you pick the any two prime numbers. If you pick very large prime number, okay, very large prime number. Suppose if you say one prime number is P and another prime number is Q. So P and Q, you have the prime number. Okay. Then in the algorithm, please go through the algorithm. Okay. I am not showing the algorithm here. So if you go to the algorithm, then what they do is they take another one. Okay. Because you require two keys, public key and private key both. Okay. So there is a large multiplication and you have to multiply them. You have to find the greatest common divisor of those numbers. So what happened by this time? Because of the quantum computing system, most of the numbers, means so far the prime numbers, we don't know how many. Being a student of mathematics, I can say that yes, infinity you can get, but still they are countable. They are not infinite. Okay. Getting the prime number is very difficult now, but you get prime number. Still, there is a machine calculating the checking the prime number. Okay, is the algorithm is going on, but algorithm has some limit also. After its end point, it can't check. So checking is going on. One day you get this is a prime number. Okay, like that they announce after a lot of verification and they declare that yes, the now the next largest prime number is this. Okay. So they have the pair of prime numbers and already those pairs are already done, and based on that combination, so you have the keys and information, means you can hack also. What I say is you can hack. Okay. Key size are also very important, whether it is 128 bit or 256 or 512. Okay. Key size is very important. If it becomes large key size, suppose if I want to send a message that my name is PP Murthy from the public platform, okay, and to whom I am sending? I am sending someone who doesn't know my name. And based on my name, he wants to write his whole property on my name. So this is very secret, no? There are many PP Murthis in the world. But I want to send the message to that particular person that he can write the whole property on my name. So now my name means this message is very important. It should send very secretly. It means confidentiality is must. So if you have already the prime numbers, all the prime numbers you do have, using now these days advanced level of computation system, so easily you can gauge. Not that much difficult. Okay. Because of that, a new crypto system has come. Okay. So that crypto system is going on. So RSA is there. These are the algorithms. Okay. RSA is not the crypto system. They are the algorithms. Okay. So whether these two prime numbers, P and Q prime numbers, when you pick, so their duty is to send the message, the plain text to the other end very securely, right? Another also generated elliptic curve cryptography. Elliptic curve, you know very well that. Okay. So your crypto system is the elliptic curve crypto system, and DSA is also there, digital signature algorithms. This is very latest. Earlier, only these two. ECC and RSA. RSA is very robust. RSA is the okay. So far, we have worked in these two, RSA and ECC, both crypto systems. DC, the digital Now these days, this is going on. Okay. And use cases of what are the use HTTPS, the servers about this. Okay. Digital signatures and authentication. So this authentication, as I said just now, you have your Aadhaar card, and I want to know that this Aadhaar number is yours. So you have only you require the authentication. How you are going to authenticate this, that is very important. This already I think I discussed. I don't know application part. Leave it. The little bit talk about the challenges. Okay. So as I said, the quantum computers. Okay. So as I said, this is theoretical answer. Okay. This is not a practical answer. I am not saying that RSA failed. No. Threat is there. Chances are there. If one can develop a very good algorithm, and they can break your password. That is a few. I think some few years back I heard that if your OTP is delayed by 30 seconds, so possibility is there that your OTP can be hacked, and the same can be used by someone else. There is a delay of 30 seconds. Okay. So one should be very careful while using the online, particularly the banking system. So the quantum computing, with the help of the quantum computing, yes, it is proven results. It can be. Okay. So, but I assure you right now, still is going on, is robust. The system is, because earlier only digits are used. Now these days, characters and digits are using. If your computer system is very advanced, so your this keys could be character, digits, means numbers, and pictures. Okay, very good. Pictures, I forget to just state about these pictures. I think there are some banks, they are intact your account information, your users ID, password, and your bank account number with a picture chosen or selected by you. There are some banks. So this is for the more secure authentication of your banking system, right? So to avoid the threats, like actually there is one problem also, and the problem is in the Indian railway system. I used to give the problem to my students also. Before this, there was a problem in the this telecommunication departments also, that if you have the user's ID and password of any user of anywhere in the city, means your connection, means your system is connected, or your telephone is hired by a particular vendor who is in your city, and you have another connection in the same city, so you can easily use the other's connection at your home. I'm talking about some 10 to 15 years back, and I have given the same explanation as a used case in front of me. I have done it, actually, I can say that. So I have done it, that I used my own friend's user's ID and password, sitting somewhere else, almost some 5 to 10 kilometers away from their place, using their account. I have given the demo to the communication people also, and later on, I think because of some further changes has come, some other security system has installed. So now that is gone. Now these days, like in Zoom, let us take this Zoom example also. In Zoom also, I think the madam used to fix the candidate. I don't know how she is fixing, because if she records, okay, all your registered email IDs, along with the passwords, your passwords and the registered email IDs. Okay. So suppose I can see here the total number is around 300 plus. Okay. All the 300 users ID and password recorded, and we have entered in the Zoom connection that these many people may attend. If all of you use these password, you can enter into the session directly without any interruption. Means you do not require the waiting rooms. You can directly enter in the classrooms. Okay. How you are entering into this? This is very important. Means what your user's ID is a one check, your password is a second check, user's ID, password verified. So then they are instructed, means filtered, that yes, allow them directly to the classroom. You can enter directly. Otherwise, what happen? Every time you need to get permission, you will click permit me. They will look into the screen and they will say that yes, permit him. Based on they have the some information that some XYZ is okay, is a student who is supposed to attend this course. So they will permit you here also. Okay. So this is the very good example of this management system, right? The another one is a key management. Okay. uh, what I said here is ensuring the safe storage and distribution of keys. Like I said, now slowly everyone is trying to shift over the Python, but there are many governmental organizations, they don't use Python. Okay. Because still they have some doubt. But Python is when you enter into the understand the Python, and if you try to work the Python, you can understand that you can have your own safety systems there. You can save them. Okay. Of course, is a great public platform, and you have the very good support of the community. Their community is very, very strong. So far, there is no such community. I have seen for the past 30 years I am working, even in the computer programming side also. I have not seen this kind of support in the communication system, means community system of the Python programming. So if you start, you have any issue, you can just post in the community. I within no time, I think you get the information. And best is by you should use the uh, this documentation part. Anything, I think you get it. Then the complexity. The complexity is very, very important actually. Okay. Security system, as I said, the complexity, how complexity you can enhance. This is what. Okay. Then this, the last one. Okay. Regulatory compliances. This one, Joe. Right. This is about this. Let me talk about something little bit more. This is only one slide I have made. I think let me this is fine. Please stay back. Symmetric turn. Yeah. I did not talk about one more. Actually, the function is called the hash functions. Okay. After that, I will take some questions also. Hash functions, symmetric, asymmetric, hash functions. Okay. Uh, some applications, these are very common. They are just for those who are new to this, for them only. You always keep your mobile with password, your computers with password, and that requires some lot of efforts actually. If you forget your password and wants to get it back, that requires a lot of efforts. Okay. And here in the, I can say that technical support of your city or my city, wherever it may be, the technical support is not that much. And what they say is simply, sir, what I do is I will remove the software, or I will remove the, I will again reload the new OS. This they do. But if you can do that without removing the OS, can you get the password? That is important. When you are entering the password, it is very clear that password is stored somewhere in your system. How to get it back? Those who have done in the C programming language, you heard about the pointers. Okay. And even in the Python programming language, you can directly play with your own hard disk, means motherboard, hard disk, main hard disk. Okay. But don't allow others to touch your hard disk. Always you should make a partition of it. The computer passwords, that is very important. Then digital currencies. Okay. You heard about the bitcoins, right? Digital currencies like bitcoins. Okay. There we are using the keys. Then secure web browsing. This is very important. Many websites, when you visit, you will find that a message whether you are using any browser. Okay. Uh, Earlier, actually, now these days, the browser, and there is another word also. I will spell out that, and that is called the search engines. I don't know the age of you people, but long back, there were search engines. They were not browsers. Browsers are different. They were search engines. Search engines means if you want to search some data in the available in the URLs of the World Wide Web, you require search engines. And now these days, in the current scenario, we call them as a, if you want to get a particular information and you what information you require from the website, if you can get correctly, that comes under the prompt engineering. So prompting is also very important. What prompting you are applying and whether the same server can understand your prompt or not. That is very, very important. And this NLP and LLM are available. NLP, this is something like that when we speak to people, then how the other people are helping you. So secure web browsing, this is very important. And in this secure web browsing, secure sockets layer, SSL we call it as, and transport layer securities, TLS. I think you heard about these words. Then electronic signatures, as I said, in your Aadhaar card. Authentication, this is also, authentication is very important. Okay. Then end-to-end internet encryption. Now these days, your internet vendors. Okay, we have now these days two types of vendors. One is a private vendor, another is a government vendors. And the vendors are also, how the vendors are, one is a this air to air, right? We call it as a air to air, means some sort of Wi-Fi, you can say, like your mobile is working. And another one is a telephone line. And now these days the telephone lines have been upgraded and these are called the FTTH. Okay, optical fibers, right? So in that internet system, can the vendor give us guarantee that what the my customer is browsing, okay, may authenticate by the vendor. Vendor means like BSNL or any. Okay, I don't want to rename others. Then algorithm, as you have seen, ASDs, all those things. Okay, there is another also hash in hash, secure hash algorithm, SHA. We call it as SHA. So we have SHA-2 and SHA-3 also. Okay. Then advantage of cryptography is access control. The second one is the secure communication. The third one is the protection against attacks. Okay. So other one is the compliance with legal requirements. Like in e-commerce, when you buy any product, now you know very well that if you are very particular to buy some apples, when you visit your own in your place to buy apples, okay, their color, based on their color, you can understand the apples are good or not. But when you buy through the e-commerce, only they have to authenticate this. These apples are these many days old. Means the freshness. They are very fresh or they are old. So that kind of, suppose they says that these are 2 days old and it reaches to your house in 2 days, total 4 days old, and they have to give guarantee that you can use them another 5 days. Suppose they reaches you in the right time, but after opening that pack, you will find that those actually the assurance given by the vendor, okay, not matching with the product. So you have seen that they have given some 15 days something guarantee that within 15 days, if you return them, okay, so it is a legal requirement. So in this particularly e-commerce, there is some legal requirements, okay, and that is called the protection and the privacy legislation, right? So these are all in this crypto system, okay. So I will stop sharing this and let me open my video also. So this is what I tried to actually, I can say, uh, a motivation, I can say, because as I said at the beginning itself, that to understand this, it took long time for me. But for mathematics people, I don't say that very difficult part. This, if you are good in number theory, if you are good in algebra, you are good in analysis. So I think, and if you have the programming skills, programmings are mandatory in the present trend. Okay, so that requires actually that if your programming is good, I can say that I can assure you you have very good publication, and not only ordinary generals. I have some people, they have some 10, 12 impact factor generals of the mathematics students, means mathematics teachers. They are publishing in 10 to 12 impact factor, which is impossible for us. Our best publication means American Mathematical Society. It is even not one. It is less than one impact factor. Okay, but they are the best in the world. So you can publish such work in there, and still you can work on RSA, you can work on ECC, and because post quantum is there, people are working there, and particularly in the this CSIR lab Pune, they are supporting. You can go there. They're particularly working on the quantum side in the CSIR Pune. Uh, they are devoted, and there are some people they are working because around some 3 to 4 years back, I have the conversation with one of the director of the CSIR lab. So he was saying me that this is what, because I was talking about the post quantum. Post quantum is okay, but this is something like that you require more theoretical, I can say, and you require very good computational system. If your system is means like supercomputers, then only it is possible. Okay, so our ordinary computers, it takes long time to finish off your calculations. As I said, if your P and Q, though two prime numbers, they are very distant. How you find P minus, first P into Q you need to find, then you need to find P minus 1 into Q minus 1 product, then you have to go for the GCD. You have to find some numbers in between. So this is what, okay. So I think Dr. Jyoti,
Yes, sir.
can you hear me? Yeah, I
Yes, sir.
think I have done from my part. If you are this, I can say that anyone wants to know. So, or if you can spell out any questions, so I can respond their questions. Even you can call, you can means send me the mails also. My mail is very simple because when Google started the giving the email IDs to the people, I am one of the very blessed person because my people were working in Google, so they have given me the complimentary mail ID. So my name is PP Murthy, same mail ID in Google, ppmurthy@gmail.com. Or you can go to my university website, ggv.ac.in. There also you can find my mail ID and other communication information. But for phone calls, kindly first send the message. So and describe something. So definitely I will respond because I can't respond lot of unsaved numbers. Normally, I restrict myself to not to lift such phones after the official hours. 10 to 5, I can lift any phone, but after 5 or 6, I can see. After 6, I don't lift any call if they are from not from my contact list. Thank you very much. Thanks to every one of you. And actually, I thought to do something more actually, but I am in Hyderabad right now. So I could not, I can say that more pictures. Pictures are there with me here that I could have shown you. Uh, but I think without pictures, I tried to connect you how old movies you see to understand anything now these days. I can say that real in the real sense. You observe your surroundings very clearly, very consciously, keenly. You get your answer, you get your questions. No doubt about this. Okay. So definitely you get. I learned a lot from this kind of scenario only. What I understood, what I used to examples, I can visualize what I have done, what I understood. I have not done any, I have not given any example which I read from the book. No. What I understood about the whole that I have given. If you people want some link, you can do one thing. You can go to GitHub, you can find many. Kaggle, you can find. And for the videos, you can attend some W3 schools, no problem. But it is very slow. It takes long time. By the time, sometimes we lose our interest. Okay. Yeah. This Dizzy Locker is also the best example of cryptography. Yes, madam.
Yes. Thank you, sir. On behalf of Indore Institute of Science and Technology, I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to Professor Dr. P.P. Murthy sir for delivering and enlightening the this session on introduction to the cryptography, what and why. We truly, we deeply value the time and the effort you invested in preparing and presenting such an engaging session. It has been truly an enriching experience to all the participants. Thank you once again, sir. And a special thanks to all the participants for your active involvement in the fourth day session of 1 week national level faculty
Madam, I think
development program.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
some students are asking some question, posted some question. Uh,
Okay.
I can see one student, he is asking about the ML, okay, MLDL also. Yes, good number of applications. In data science, see, ML and DL is a subset of AI. Okay. And I don't say that cryptography is a subset of it, but cryptography is a great tool to secure the whole data. How you secure the data? The first question is. So you are the key person. People are working very. There is no competition in cryptography. I can say that worldwide. Very no competition. But if you work very hard and your work is excellent work, I can say you should have a very good merit. I think you will be placed anywhere. No doubt about it. This AI is definitely in AI. You require this. Now there are two things. Either you should in a slow system you require very strong crypto system, means locks. Your lock cryptography means is a lock security system. That's it. And you require a locks. Otherwise, the speed of your passing message like a light speed is not possible. You can't pass any message with the light speed, so nobody can read. Okay. So this is what it is there. Another question is one way function is there, and because you cannot find the inverse. This is very common question from the mathematics teaching community, that how do you find the inverse function to convert your message, means your original decrypted message, means encrypted message, to the plain text. They have some mechanism, but is a different kind of mechanism. Mathematically, not one on two function. One is there, no doubt. One is fine. That's working. For on two, you cannot. This is my realization. One way functions exist, yes. That's true. Let me check which book best for the. Okay. Actually, okay, I will do one thing. I will, tomorrow is the last day for your classes. I will send some. I have some books. E-copies are there. I will request Dr. Jyoti to pass those books to you all. I think she might have your email IDs. Okay, Dr. Jyoti.
Sure, sir. I
Tomorrow,
will share.
the hour now itself, I will pass those. I have some books, good number of books, but there are many books in my computer at in Bilaspur. Uh, I will definitely send, but some information I think is in my mobile WhatsApp group. I have my students, so I will definitely pass those books to Dr. Jyoti, and you can get all those books. See, there is only, as I said, only one thing. I want to pass, means me wants to pass the message you. Actually, mathematically, this is not possible. You all are viewing me. In mathematics, this is not possible. If f is a function from x to y, okay, I only can't map you all, but you all can map me. But here it is reverse is going on. Mathematically, this is not true, but computationally is going on. Okay, this is called a threading. In Java is very common. One person can't sit on two chairs, but it is possible. That is called the multi-threading. Okay, so computation is a little bit changing the scenario of mathematics also. 100% you cannot apply mathematics. Okay, thank you. Okay, madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving your valuable time to our participants.
So, okay,
This
you can.
participants'
May I disconnect,
feedback
madam?
link is shared in the chat box. Kindly submit your responses. Yes, sir.
So may I disconnect myself?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. Dr. Jyoti, thanks for to your organization also, your principal also, and thanks to all the participants, because I have seen that around 300 plus, 310, 12, 13, something like that. All the participants attended. Great. It is great for me, and I feel that I am highly honored with your presence over here, and almost all are present during the my session. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, sir.